Hey all, this is Dave out on one of the many Rocky Mountain creeks we've got in Colorado, and actually about 9,000 miles of fishable moving water. Colorado's amazing. But I'm on this little small creek and I was kind of catching a bunch, and I thought, you know, I should stop and kind of tell you all what do I carry in my pack? You know, what is this stuff that I bring when I go fly fishing? So I thought I found this little spot, got a little water behind me. It might be a little bit noisy with all the water, and then I got Drake here, but can't quite get him in the shot, so he'll have to figure it out. So first thing I kind of like to make sure I have is a good hat. We'll just go top down. Good hat is really, really important. With sunglasses so you can see well, and I've actually got a prescription pair, so that gives me a better chance as I get a little older in age. The other thing I like to do is wear a buff, but in particular I like to wear buffs that have the insect shield. Insect shield kind of helps keep the bugs away from my face. With the big hat and this, I don't have to like gob on the sunscreen as much, so that's kind of important. And then when I need to tie that small fly, I can add my glasses and I'm kind of ready to go. So that's what I kind of look at. Then I really love the Sims shirts. There's a couple of different brands, but they've got the stretch sleeves, so there's lots of maneuverability, and I can kind of get around a lot. And then can't really see very well, but I got the cool pants. These are the Clash, and they're like 4-way stretch, and they hate water, so they dry really quick, which I really like. So, and then I got my shoes. I'm going to show you the shoes a little bit later, and we'll get through that. So anyway, so I kind of sit here on the bank, great spot, with my dog Drake. Hey Drake, he doesn't know quite what's going on right now. So right buddy, it's like, come on Dad, let's go fishing. So a couple of things. My rod of choice is a Sage 1-weight. You can't actually buy anymore, but I like a 1-weight or a 2-weight in particular because of the weight of the line. When I get to a beaver pond sometimes, one splash of a 5-weight line blows the whole beaver pond. And I found that the lighter 1-weight gives me 3 or even 4 casts into a beaver pond without spooking everything. And so it actually kind of helps me with a lot of presentation and that sort of stuff. And this particular Sage rod is a little bit firmer, so I can kind of counteract the fact that it's a 1-weight. And then my favorite reel, without a doubt, is the Sage Click reel. No drag, but come on, we're talking small fish out here in the wild. So no drag, but it has a large arbor. It's really lightweight. And so this kind of outfit is kind of the way I kind of get along out here in terms of fishing. And a lot of variety of different flies. I tend to lean on the foam type flies just because I don't have to prep them as much. But we'll get into flies a little bit more here in a second. So the other thing I find that's really important is a walking stick. And I can't tell you how many times, particularly as I get older, and I'm a big clumsy guy now, this thing's kind of saved my bacon. And so a walking stick's really kind of important. You know, 2 points of contact is good, but 3 is so much better. So I have a walking stick that I actually attach to my pack, and then I just let it kind of fall behind me. And then when I'm hiking, I fold this up, just throw it in my pack, and good to go. So that's kind of a key component. I also carry some water bottles, and I like these because they're smaller. Boy, that's good. Good Rocky Mountain water. Oh, Rocky Mountain water. I'm not drinking this, am I? Oh, yes, I am. So I really love this water filter. This is from Catadine. It's a great filter that filters much smaller than a lot of other filters out there on the market. And we've had some bad experiences in the past. So it's really pretty easy. You take that, fill it. The filter's completely into this canister right here. And screw that on. Now you keep all this closed until you're ready. Pop that, and there's your fresh, clean Rocky Mountain water right there. There's a good tip. And this thing really isn't that expensive. And what's really kind of cool, the best part is that when you have this thing all done, I got air in here, but that's all right. Squeeze the air out. Look how tiny that is. I mean, this is a must-have. Must-have right here. So the other thing I carry is, of course, the leash, and it's for Drake. You never know who you're going to come across on the trail or wherever you might be. And it's important to kind of honor other people when they're kind of out in the wild, enjoying their experience. And who knows, they might not have a friendly dog. So you need to make sure your dog is in control. So I always carry a leash, right, Drake? Yeah. So the next thing I do is I like to use a chest pack. So I have this. Currently, I go through a bunch of them all the time, but this is my chest pack right here. I like it because when it's on me, let's get it kind of situated. There we go. So when it's on me, you can see it's really small. It's really thin, and everything I need is right here. And you don't need a whole lot. I got my nippers tucked away right here, and I got some extra tippet, more tippet. Oh, I don't really use tippet that much. I've got my fly box here, and I've got extra shake down at the bottom because you always need shake. But fly box, I go with the waterproof one because, yeah, I go in every now and then. And that's a lot of flies that they get wet. And then the hooks get rusted. So I prefer to go with a good waterproof one. And you should test it. There's a lot of products out there that say they're waterproof. Don't believe them. Stick it in a tank of water and see how fast they fill up. And I got some leaders, some tippet down here. And then if I have to, and I'm urgent, I've got a couple of nymphs I keep in a small box, but you know, it's when you're on a small stream, unless I'm just like really looking for one particular fish or something in a deep pool, I usually top water almost 100%, but it's just a lot more fun, and I can do more with my casting with just top water fly of some sort. So got that all going. Then my most important two items are right here, and Alex from Umpog showed me this little trick because I used to have them on my pack. It was just messy, and I get my line caught up. I like a clean feel. So right here, boom, my dry shake, done. And then it's just back. I use this I got to use this 100 times a day, constantly using it, and that's the key. Keep your flies dry. They're called dry flies, all right? Keep them dry. And this is the thing, this is the way to go to get them done. And then I got some gink this is Aquel right here for when I start using the fly the first time. I'll put a little Aquel on it, get that silicone there and go forward. So that's kind of my setup that I've got. This is how I kind of work. This is my working office, I want to say, when I'm out here on this beautiful stream in Colorado. So then from there, I usually use a pack, and I got this Sims pack here that I kind of carry. I usually keep it pretty light, but I got my rod tube. I like to take my rod tube because when I'm done, I'm done. And putting away my gear so I don't fall and damage my rod
do it. Yeah, it's really, really important. Put away your rod when you're kind of scrambling or you're done for the day, or when you're just hiking in. I usually hike in, away from the trailhead, 2-3 miles, and then I start fishing. And then I'll pull out everything, I'm ready to go. And then when I'm done, I pack it all up, and you can just travel so much faster when you're not holding that rod in your hand, and it just really works a lot better. So anyway, that's kind of what I use. And out of this, I have kind of a key thing, is Tupperware. Oh my God, whoever invented this stuff is amazing. But there's nothing like a sandwich in a Ziploc that's been smashed to death in the back of your pack. So this is my keep it from smashing Tupperware container, so I get to have lunch here in a little bit. So that's kind of a key piece that I do. Of course, sunscreen. I got some sunscreen here, and then I got a second bottle in case I forget where this is. Tell Becky that I wear sunscreen. And then I've got a first aid kit in here. I'm not going to pull it out. And then at the very bottom, I got my rain jacket because it rains. And so that's kind of how I'm kind of set up. So I kind of there, I'm off and running, and really trying to enjoy. And you know, the big plus about hiking 3 miles, 80% of fishermen will not hike 1 mile to go fishing. Less than 5% will hike 3 miles. So for the last 10 years, my rule has been 3 miles, start fishing. So that's kind of where I'm at. So where am I? I'm not going to tell you. There's 9,000 miles of stream, and I'm on a little section of that in Colorado. There, does that help? All right, well, anyway, I thought I'd make this kind of fun video to tell you about backcountry angling and the fact that no one's taken my whole, actually I've already fished this hole, caught several fish, but no one's here to take that next hole because I'm really kind of on my own. Other things I do bring is I bring my phone, which, you know, obviously is looking at for some pictures and that sort of thing. I use a mapping system called Onyx Maps, and that is really helpful to kind of know where private property is and to kind of know where you're at. You can pre-download the area that you're going to be in, and then it works with GPS, and boom, it tells you right where you're at. So Onyx Maps, you can get a subscription for just Colorado. I'm telling you, I use it all the time. And I found some really sweetheart places, including this one, because I figured out that this isn't private. And so that's the key, right? Anyway, unless you can buy it, the private, that's even better. So work hard, buy that private ranch. Oh, I don't know if I want to work that hard. So anyway, I try to think what else to kind of tell you right here, but I think that's basically it in a nutshell. That's my key things. I usually fish in twos, but I'm actually not very far from a couple of people that I know. So they kind of know I'm here. I'd let them know where I'm at. So that's always good information. But anyway, if you'd like more information about backcountry angling or whatever it is, come by the shop. We'll be glad to help you. And you need at least 1,000 flies because you never know which one the fish is going to take. That's actually not true either. So anyway, we're glad to help you out. I'm going to say goodbye, and I really appreciate you watching my video. Bye.